Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Friends, it's time once again to dive into that tense, terrifying, yet always terrific world of Rod Serling's Twilight Zone. This time we'll be watching Season 1, Episode 32, A Passage for Trumpet. I believe that's it, A Passage for Trumpet. And if Rod was to be believed at the end of our last episode, the Chaser, I didn't care for that one too much. Jack Klugman will be in this one, who I know from The Odd Couple, and I'm sure so many of you do as well. But friends, there's nothing to it but to do it. First, if you could help me out, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time it's time to journey into the Twilight Zone. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now it's time to watch The Twilight Zone, Rod Serling's masterpiece, as we watch the 32nd episode of the very first season, A Passage for Trumpet. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go! Jack Klugman, though, grew up watching The Odd Couple, loved it. Oscar and Felix. There he is. Look how young.
Joey Crown, musician with an odd, intense face.
Hey, Joey.
Like flowers in concrete, or like trying to pluck a note of music out of the air and put it under glass to treasure.
Love that. These like auditions, maybe? What's with the looks?
I brought along my baby. I thought you might need somebody with a horn.
Not tonight, Joey. The last time you played trumpet for me, you loused it up.
Oh, no.
Had to share you with a bottle.
A bottle? Me? I forgot what the stuff tastes like.
You're an alcoholic, huh, Joey?
I ain't an old man. Me and the horn, we got a lot of years left. I could be a #1 boy. What am I gonna do? Chuck it away on some bum Harry? I got some nice music in here. You know yourself, when I pick it up and I blow it, I can make them cry. What do you say, Bert?
Oh, man.
Harry James and Max Kaminsky and Butterfield. A little bit of all of them, baby. You traded it off for some bad hooch and you got took. You got the crummy end of the stick. Why, Joey? Why?
Because I'm sad. Because I'm nothing. I'll never even have a girl. I'll never be anybody. Because half of me is this horn.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, when I'm drunk, boy, I don't see the dirty walls or the cracked pipes. I don't know the clock's going, that the hours are going by.
How good is he?
I'm Gabriel with a golden horn. And when I put it to my lips, it comes out jewels. Comes out beauty. Beauty.
All one shot. Wow. Holy smokes. Incredibly powerful.
Only when I'm drunk.
Oh my God. That might be the best scene that I've seen in the Twilight Zone so far. Wow. What a delivery, my man.
Just plain, ordinary nothing. Oh, man, I'm tired of hanging around.
Half his language. Oh, how good was that?
Who in a moment will try to leave the earth and discover the middle ground. The place we call the Twilight Zone.
Oh my God. Is he going to try to kill himself? Oh my God, is he going to pawn this? Lord almighty.
8 man.
Sign it.
I'm assuming he means $8.50. Jeez, oh Pete. What are you going to do, man? God, he's doing such an amazing job. I think he's the best performance we've seen so far. What do you all think? Even in just the front half of this, it's absolutely unreal. He's selling it for 25.
What kind of responsibility somebody like you got, hmm? Nothing. Nothing at all.
Yeah. Nothing. Nothing at all. No responsibilities.
Amazing. It's almost like he's substituting for the mouthpiece of the trumpet. No, dude. Oh, dude. Oh my God, what a shot. So as you all have told me, he's either dead or in the Twilight Zone or both.
Well, he'll tell you I'm not the kind of a guy who runs around and...
Does he even see you? Does anyone even see him, I wonder?
Excuse me, buddy, you happen to have a...
Nobody sees him.
Excuse me, pal, you happen to have a match? I said you happen to have a match.
Is he in the mirror? Look in the mirror, dude. Joey, look in the mirror.
Movies better than ever? Oh, look, lady, I ain't a match yet.
Oh, wow.
Well, look, at least you can be a little courteous. I mean... Look at me!
Oh my God. Not there.
Now, listen. Sometimes somebody's trying to pull a gag.
It's that mirror trick I think they did with The Four of Us Are Dying. It's that mirror gag they did in... We're looking at actual people on the other side. I'm trying to... No, there's a glass there. But is it just a window? Yeah, that's so good.
I'm dead.
Not really, I don't think. I think you're the other D word. Damned.
I'm haunting you. I'm a bougie.
He's doing a effing fantastic job.
For the first time in the very short life of Joey Crown, he was successful at something.
Oh my God. Look how much story they packed into like 12 minutes. That's unreal.
I used to come in there a lot. Of course, I don't recognize any of you people.
Okay, yeah, that's the other thing too. Nobody is the same people that he knows.
I mean, you don't hear me either, do you? I'm not the kind of guy you would notice.
Well, you can drink. I mean that not to be an alcoholic. I mean, he can drink and eat, presumably.
He was a nice guy, Charlie. You know what he did one time?
We use this bar set a lot.
I bought an old Tommy Dorsey record from way back when I was playing with him. And on this record, there was a long single with me on the horn.
Solo.
Like a big surprise for me. Puts it on the juke.
This is an incredible performance.
When I was alive.
Amazing. I mean, can you go get your horn at least? Do you see somebody?
Don't stop it. It's coming out beautiful.
Thanks.
That's all right.
Oh my God.
You hear me?
I hear you.
You see me?
Very clearly.
Oh, you're a ghost too, huh?
Not really.
Uh-oh.
You want to blow this a while, Joey?
How do you know my name?
Joey Crown, that's the name, isn't it?
Yeah, that's my name, but we ain't ever been introduced.
Not formally, but I know who you are.
Who are you?
Play a nice trumpet. I know I'm an expert on trumpets.
Oh God, who are you, dude? I think I know that actor too, but he's just too damn young for me to remember what he does.
You say you're not a ghost, you're not dead.
No, I'm not dead.
Hmm.
Neither are you, Joey.
You're the other D word.
I'm not.
I'm not?
What about the people in the bar? The girl in the ticket booth and the people in the streets?
They are dead. They're the ghosts, Joey. They just don't know it, that's all. We let them go on in a life that they're familiar with. They never know for a long while. But that's why they couldn't hear you.
Great shot.
Right now, you're in a kind of a
Limbo, Joey. You're neither here nor there.
Purgatory?
Between the two. The real and the shadow. Which do you prefer, Joey?
I love this one.
You know, I never won a beauty contest, but, you know, I had friends. I mean, I had good friends. Good ones. Yeah, somewhere along the line,
Forgot that.
that's what happened, you know. I just forgot.
Maybe that's why you're here.
Well, if I've got a choice, I mean, if I got a choice, then I want to go back.
Oh my God, Jack, you're doing such an amazing job.
But Joey,
Got
no
tall.
more stepping off curbs.
No more stepping off curbs.
Oh, that's a nice talent you got. To make music, move people, make them want to laugh, make them want to cry. That's an exceptional talent, Joey. Don't waste it.
So who are you, dude?
See you around, Joey.
Hey,
Who are you?
How's that?
your name. I didn't get your name.
My name? Call me Gabe.
Get out of town.
Short for Gabriel.
Oh my God, I get chills.
Goodbye, Joey.
Oh shit. Oh my God, what are you doing in purgatory, Gabriel? I guess helping, yeah.
I couldn't see you, pal. You stepped right out in front of me. Lucky I only grazed you.
Well, that's okay. No harm done.
Yeah. Now, look. And I'd be obliged to you if you, well, you know, no doctors, no insurance companies, nothing like that.
Let me give you $25. Oh my Lord. Come on, Joey. Just play, man, just play.
I gave it up this morning, but I'm taking her back.
Hmm?
The Bugle and me till death do us part.
I'm new here. I've never even been in New York before. I just moved in.
Oh,
My name's Nan.
Nan.
Hi.
Joey and Nan?
I'll play whatever you like for as long as you like it. You know, you may like it here. It's not a bad town.
I love this, man. This is so good.
Well, I could show you the Battery, and I could show you Central Park.
Show the whole town, buddy.
And who discovered something about life? That it can be rich and rewarding and full of beauty, just like the music he played.
Oh,
Joey Crown, who got his clue in the Twilight Zone.
Wow. All right, everybody, we just finished watching the 32nd episode of the very first season of The Twilight Zone, A Passage for Trumpet, and the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just watched A Passage for Trumpet, the 32nd episode of the first season of The Twilight Zone. I just clicked and clicked because I had to start talking. I didn't even take a second. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is one of my all-time favorites, if not my all-time favorite. You know, it's tough because the Twilight Zone is so varied and so different. It's difficult to kind of rank them. Yeah, a lot of people have asked, you know, what's your favorite one so far? And I usually give like 3 or 4, you know, because it's just there's something about each and every one of them, with the exception of The Chaser, that I've liked a whole bunch. And again, I'm not, if you love The Chaser, please know that I'm not trying to yuck your yum. That was a personal thing that I just didn't like that episode as much. I mean, there was some things about it, but let's not talk about that, and let's talk about A Passage for Trumpet. Jack Klugman's performance was amazing. I mean, those shots, those incredibly intimate moments with him, with the trumpet, with him leaning against something, talking about his life, his struggles, his failures. It was so heartfelt and honest. It was such a raw portrayal. It is absolutely... We've seen some fantastic portrayals on The Twilight Zone, and I would not go out, I'm not going to make absolutes here at all, like this is the best, then there'll never be anything better, this is the best performance and there'll never be one better. I'm just going to say this is top tier for The Twilight Zone. This is an incredible performance. This is an incredible performance for anything, and the fact that it was packaged inside a 20-plus minute episode, unreal. We said it during the reaction. We were 12 minutes. We were at the intermission, and they had packed in an incredible amount of story for Joey. The delivery on this one relied solely on Jack's performance, and he came through like a tank. Unreal. Now, the guy that played Gabriel looked very, very familiar to me, but I cannot place him, and I didn't want to look ahead here, and I wanted to just jump in and start talking, so I'm going to make sure I figure out who that was, and if whether or not I did know them. I could have been somebody that just looks like somebody I thought, I recognized or whatnot, but his performance was really good, very complimentary to Jack's. I thought, you had Jack who was again just doing this introspective journey within 20 minutes, which is unreal. And you had a complimentary character in Gabriel that was doing God's work, so to speak, reminding him, showing him, letting them, giving hope back, initially in the form of the music. The door closed, but then he heard the music. Hope, revelation, there's a chance. He goes and seeks it out, finds the person. The person recognizes him, knows his name is Joey. He falls back into it. Can I play your trumpet? Absolutely, absolutely, Joey. How did you know my name? Joey Crown, isn't it? Really, just a really good give and take there. Great energy, but energy not necessarily for like the interpersonal exchanges of characters, energy for the growth of one character. So it was incredibly giving on Gabriel's side. He was absolutely kind of feeding Joey the information that he needed, driving Joey's like attention really against, what he had been currently doing, kind of making him aware that you are in this middle place. These are dead people that are all walking around here, Joey. And we just leave them here because they that's all they can really remember to do. That's eventually they'll figure it out, but they're stuck here. And I think that was that comparison that I think really, really hit with Joey. They're stuck. They're just wandering around. They're doing what you did when you were alive, wandering around, getting drunk, not being able to kind of get the motivation that you need to, or the realization of life, of the importance of being, among the living, of being alive yourself. I kind of, and again, you're supposed to bookend this ending moments with Joey to that first exchange where he had that monologue where looking at his trumpet this is half my language right here. He was the trumpet was him, but the problem was neither of them were part of the world. Neither of them could get past the idea that they were in that one room with the broken pipes and the dirty walls, and he just couldn't get past that. And the only way to numb that was through alcohol. I'll never find anybody to be with. Enter Nan at the end. I just thought it an incredibly interesting story with peaks and valleys that I couldn't have even begun to speculate that you could do in 20 some minutes, with an incredibly great payoff. What a payoff at the end with Nan, and we can go see Jazz, I can take you down to Battery, all this great stuff, and you realize, and then Rod's narration comes in and lets us know that it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. And I love that. We seldom get stuff like that in the Twilight Zone, but we got it here. We had a victory, everybody. We have a W in the Twilight Zone, and Joey Crown has been kinged. Love it. There's really not much more to talk about this one, friends. I loved it through and through. I thought it was an incredible performance. Another just testament to the beauty and the magnificence of the Twilight Zone, that you just never know which ones are going to hit you. Even from the outros that Rod gives. There's a couple outros that I thought, oh my God, this is going to be great. And it was great. But then there are a couple outros where I thought, cool, I can't wait to see the next one. And it turns out to be like this, A Passage for Trumpet, where you think, oh, okay, it's going to be another cool Twilight Zone. You just have no idea it's going to be like an apex predator of Twilight Zones. It's the best. You're walking into the unknown narrative for a show that deals with the unknown. I mean, there's a reason why this thing is a cult classic. I'm finally beginning to realize, thanks to all of you. And the idea that we get to watch episodes and shows and storytellers do their best. Oh my God. You guys know, whether it's Star Trek or the Babylon 5, when you see characters that are great at something, being great at something, it's my favorite thing. Favorite thing. Oh, friends, I don't like to say goodbye from this one, but I think we're going to have to, because it's so good. It deserves thought and not just verbal diarrhea like I always do. It's a lovely image, isn't it? Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and allows me to alert you next time it's time to listen to Joey Crown in the Twilight Zone. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear, dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now, unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye from the Twilight Zone. So where should we say goodbye from? And normally with our other series, what we do is, as a reward for being the Greek chorus, a vitally important part of the narrative, the storytellers tell us a story, we listen to it, we tell people that haven't seen it before, hey, you should check it out, and we grow the audience. So we're very, very important to the story structure, my friends. So in our normal series, we jump back into whatever we just watched and say goodbye from a favored scene. But with the Twilight Zone, we do things a little bit different. We say goodbye as a result of having watched the Twilight Zone. So I have some good news, friends. We're going out on the town. We're in New York City. Let's live it up. And hey, look, there's a jazz club over there. Let's go listen to some jazz. Who's down with that? And as we walk in, my friends, we see a man up on stage blowing a horn like he was born to do, speaking a language of music and song. And there, at the front table, seems to be his special someone. Friends, until such time as we can take another journey into the Twilight Zone, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.